All right, we have time for 2 more questions.
We were just
Sure. We haven't heard from you yet.
Okay. Your cast is all like arguably like just the way you guys clicked together was just probably the best of any season that I've ever seen. I've seen all of them. So
Thank you.
What do you attribute that like to? The way that you guys work well together?
I think we're just all really easygoing, fun, and mature people in general.
Mature.
Well, you can be. I mean, right from the get-go, like the first time we got together in New Zealand, we just met in New Zealand, you know, we just walked into the lobby of this hotel and we're like, okay, this is who we're going to be pretty much living and working
Yeah, the
with.
girls, Sid and Monica and Abby were together, and Chris and myself and Brandon were together, and so but we hadn't met the girls yet, and we hadn't met Kelson yet, and we all kind of met up that night. I was like, all right.
We were all like dancing like by the first night, you know what I mean? Like that's how well we got together, is we all just clicked. And
also, I think, and I can only really speak about the stuff that was happening in New Zealand, was that, you know, before us, I think a lot of the cast was predominantly people from around the area. So at the end of the day, when they wrapped, they can go back to their parents, they can go back to their buddies, or their social lives still exist. They're just working a lot. And for us, I mean, we were all from, other than Kelson, we were all from North America. Monica was the only one from the States. We were all from Canada. So we were all completely displaced, had no one but each other to turn to. So we were like, we shot 16 hours and then we hung out for another 8. You know, it was like, so, and a lot of that ended up in the show too.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's some episodes where, like, based on a conversation we had the night before, we altered the scene because all of a sudden I know something more about Allie, so we're relating more. And I think a lot of the other cast members treated it more like, you come to set, you do your job, we like each other, but then it's the end of it. And then, yeah, and then Kelson just worked in because he's amazing. And he was our tour guide too, you know, he was, it was a really good familial, what's the word?
Familiarity?
No, family.
Oh, family. Family.
Familial?
Camaraderie.
Familial.
You know, I think, well, that's too weird of a word. I think the thing is, too, the structure of the show, I mean, it's amazing that, you know, there's so much of the real actors that come into the characters, but then there's so much of the characters in the show that come back into real life. And I think the very fact that SPD was like an academy and had like military rules, and you know, because I would imagine that all the cast and everything get along, like when they first get together, we're Power Rangers, it's great, and then, you know, probably over time they're like, okay, we're done, we got to go home, and, you know, you go, you do your thing, I'll see you tomorrow. But I think with a lot of the other structures of the shows, it's more like rock bands and stuff, where and the Red Ranger's the leader, and it's cool, and it's, you know, and I think you start like treating people on the set, you know, I don't want to say treating, that sounds condescending, but you know, people start acting like, you know, I'm in charge. But with our military format in the show, like everyone kind of was equal, and I think it made it, just mentally, everyone looked at each other in a different way. You know, there was no like, I'm cooler than you, or I'm the star. You know, we were very ensemble cast, and that I think helped a lot, and over the 8 months. But yeah, it was hard to separate.
All right, that was actually a really thorough question. And I'm sorry, that's all the time that we have. I want to thank everybody for coming to the SPD panel. Power Rangers SPD.
Thank you guys so much for like watching, and even further than that for caring, because yeah, that's means a lot to us.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to go on that you wanted to say to the fans?
Just thanks for your support and following us even after SPD and supporting us. It means a lot, so thank you.
And watch Laboo.
Visit the
And the suit.
And the suit.
The suit. All right, up next we have the Dino Thunder cast coming into this panel. So if you'd like to stay for that.
Sure. Okay.